Welcome to the Gloves Are Off for DKM Plus Promotions at the O2 Arena on April the 1st. With me, Peter McDonough, who is going to be the April Fool. So we're here at the Gloves Are Off, both in our training at the moment. What, we 3 weeks out now?
Yeah.
April the 1st. Who is going to be the April Fool in this fight? I'll come to the challenger first. Wes, how you feeling?
Yeah, I feel good. You know, I've called for this fight. You know, this is the fight that I want. It makes the most sense. You know, I've got big respect for George. He's first and foremost a friend of mine. But you know, friendship goes out the window for this fight because he's got the titles that I need. He's, you know, he's on a similar journey to me. We were both on very similar paths. He's lost someone dear to him. I've lost someone dear to me. We've both taken up boxing in order to be positive in our lives and inspire other people. We're both champions. We both work hard. We both want to win. So this fight made sense for me, to be honest with you. And you know, there's full respect there. You know, he's unbeaten, 7-0. You know, the guys that he's fought haven't been able to find a way, so I understand that. And yeah, I like that danger. It excites me.
Obviously, tell the fans a little bit about where you're from, your bit of background, because like I say, we'll get into the nitty gritty in a minute, but you know, obviously you said that you've been on a journey, and I know you two are friends, but on the night, on April the 1st, tell me what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, like, you know, I respect George as a fighter. You know, he's gone in and done the business against some top opponents, absolutely, for sure. You know, he brings you know, a warrior spirit similar to me. You know, one thing I am certain about is this guy is not going to pull out the fight. You know, he'll come with one arm if he has to. My last opponent, I can't remember what his name was, but he, you know, made up an excuse that he had concussion and a chipped toenail and a cut inside his mouth and all the rest of it, and didn't want to show up. This guy will show up. He's not even if he's got one leg, he's going to come and he's going to come to fight. And I know, and I'm not going to waste my time training for someone who's not going to be there and fight. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. I think George is going to really come for this fight. In my mind, I just feel that he's one-dimensional. I think he hasn't got the skill set to be able to trouble me, personally. I think he's strong, I think he's going to be aggressive, but if he tries to outbox me, if he tries to box me, he'll get outboxed. If he tries to bum rush me, he'll get picked off. Yeah. So I can't see too many ways that he can be able to win this fight. But you know, that's my opinion, and let's see what happens on the night.
So your last opponent never even turned up to the venue?
I've had numerous amounts of pullouts before in the past. You know, people talk a good game, but this is a fight game, and when it comes to the crunch, I've had a guy pull out on the day of the fight before. So there's not much I haven't seen whilst I've been doing this. This is my 11th fight, my 3rd fight with DKM. I've only lost once, and George is unbeaten, so we're both used to winning. So this fight just made absolute sense for me. You know, I want all the titles. I haven't got time to be messing around fighting guys that, you know, want to pull out, or fighting guys with nothing, no belts, or, you know, off the back of losses or non-title fight. I just haven't got time or interest in any of that. I want the big fights, and I think most people are excited about this fight because they know what both me and George bring to the table, and what we will bring is we'll bring excitement.
So on Saturday, April the 1st, you will not be giving George a Snickers. You've seen the advert, haven't you? When he says, I'm not going out there. Have you seen it?
I haven't.
Have a look, Google the advert. So you know 100% he's going to turn up.
Yeah, no, he'll be there. Yeah, he'll be there. He's, you know, nothing I can say now is gonna intimidate him or scare him or make him jump out of the fight. You know, he's like myself. You know,
I'll definitely be there. No matter what. Like he said, if I broke my arm the week before, I'll still be there. So
we move to you, George, champion. Obviously training's gone well. I don't like to ask the question how has training gone, because both of you are going to say it's gone great, even if your arms are falling off.
Yeah.
But you know, obviously you had a friendship. Is the friendship pulled apart now until this fight's over?
It's not that it's pulled apart. Obviously we both know what we've got to do. We both know, like, obviously we might not talk as much as we did before because we're leaving each other to do our own thing and get on with what we need to get on with. We're both here to to put on a show. We're both here to win. Like he said, I'm not just fighting anybody's. I want tough opponents. I want people that are coming to take my head off. I want people that are coming to win. Otherwise, there's no point. There's no point in me taking a fight. I'm putting a lot of training in, a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifices with home life and everything like that. So if I'm going straight from work to the gym and not getting home until midnight and eating late, it's got to be worth it. I don't want someone that's just going to be in there just to take a beating for me to get a W. That I don't care about a W. It's more than that for me. It's a lifestyle. This is for me to survive. So like he said, I've lost someone very dear to me. I lost my mum back in 2020 to cancer. She was the original reason why I got into boxing back in 2019. My first 2 fights she was alive for. She didn't want me to fight again, and I stopped fighting for her until she passed. And then through life struggles, I needed something in my life to keep me on the straight and narrow, and boxing was that for me. And since then, I've come back and I've had 5 fights. This is going to be my 6th, 8 in total. And like I said, I want the best of the best. Otherwise, there is no point.
Tell me what boxing means to you, like how it has changed your life, how it's transformed your life. Where was you in your life before you come into boxing?
Yeah,
it's a bit deep, but I think
I'm happy. I'm happy to talk about the more personal side of things. I would still say I don't drink, but I would say I'm an alcoholic because I'm proud. Because if I'm not drinking, that means I'm on the winning side. So I'm happy to associate myself with that side of things, and having boxing in my life keeps me out of the pub. Yeah, I'll go to training rather than go to the pub and waste my time drinking my life away. And it gives me that focus on my everyday thing, and just going and mixing with other people in the gym, whether you're having a light spar, whether you're hitting the bag, just having that little bit of chat. Those moments while you're in that training camp or in the gym, you're not thinking about the outside world. You're fully focused on what you're doing right there, and everything else doesn't matter. So, and when you leave them with a smile on your face because you know you've put something in. So was you friends? You hanged around with each other before this fight?
Yeah, we met each other through boxing. As I said, we both lost people dear to us. I lost one of my best friends in his 30s, just of SADS, sudden adult death syndrome. His heart just stopped in his 30s. And I used to go out drinking with him and partying with him. And it's turned my life around because I've stopped drinking like George. Both of us have stopped drinking. I'm 3 years off the booze now, dedicated to my craft now, dedicated to being the best I can be at the level I can be. Same as him. He's lost someone dear to him. We're both champions. We're both bettering our lives. So let's just get this straight, that we're both winners already. 100%. There's no loser in this fight. 100%. We're both winners already. We're winning already. We're going to go to the O2. We're going to have a battle. We're going to have 5 rounds, absolute war. But we'll be friends after, and we'll have a sparkling water after. You know, there'll be no arguments. But whilst the fight's on, you know, he's got what I want. I've got. I'm a great name for him to beat on DKM Plus,
and he's got the challenge bout. So I want that as well. So
there's everything on there. This fight made sense for our own paths. And listen, I said to the promoter, let's just get this fight on. I don't really want to be spending time, you know, training for guys that are going to pull out on me, or training for guys that, you know, haven't got a belt, or I just haven't got the motivation for that. I just want to have the best fights, the biggest fights on the biggest platforms now.
For me, you're both champion in boxing. You are both champion boxing.
And life.
But you're champion in boxing with the way you're talking about boxing now and what it has done for you both. I've had losses myself. But the big question is this: what is going to happen for the challenger first? I know you're both champions, and it's going to be a unified title. There's another little man in the main arena, AJ, on the same night. But obviously, it's all about the Indigo. Yeah. It's all about 100%. You two.
Our fight's more important than that piece of shit.
It's all about you two. But I want to know first, from the challenger to try and win the big belt. He's the man in the division at the moment. What are you going to do on April the 1st?
Yeah, I mean, listen, as I said, George's game, he punches hard. You know, he's fit as a fiddle. You know, but I fought guys like this many a time that punch hard, that are fit, that are game. What separates, in my mind, me and George is skill set. I think I'm just too skillful for him. I think he's going to find it difficult to land on me. I think he's going to eat a lot of shots. I think if he tries to bum rush me, he's going to get sniped. They call me the gunman.
Yeah.
That's because I can sniper you.
Yeah.
I can come at you with a machine gun.
Yeah.
I've got loads of tools in my bag that I can use.
Yeah.
And I think that was going to be the slight edge. That
No machine
personally
guns on the night, though. No machine guns on the night.
I don't know, man. I might bring the bazooka, to be honest with you. But yeah, no, I just think I've got a bit more tools than George, and I think that's going to be the difference between us. There's little difference between us. You know, our records are very similar. You know, we're both used to winning, and as I said, we've got very similar lifestyles. So there's very little to choose between us. I just think the skill set, the movement, footwork, I think it's going to be a little bit too much for him. And I don't think he's fought guys on my level, to be honest.
So you, George?
Yeah, so look, obviously anything I do in my life, I do to win. So I'm going to be coming, and I respect him as a fighter. I can see that he can box. I've fought other people that can box, and I know my heart's going to take me a long way, and I'm going to put everything out. I'm going to put everything on the line. He knows that, and I know he's going to do the same thing. And I want someone that's in that mentality, that's coming there with that confidence that's going to beat me. Because everyone that's come to fight me has thought that. Everyone that's watched me has thought that. The first time I ever fought, George can't fight, and then now I'm here 7-0, headlining the O2 Arena with 3 belts under my name, and I'm coming for a 4th. And in my mind, I'm leaving with that 4th.
But you haven't answered his question. How are you gonna win?
How am I gonna win? I'm gonna win by being me, by boxing smart, using my boxing skills. Like you said, you might not think that I have the boxing skill set as good as you, but you're also watching it from outside. You've never been in the ring with me. Other people have always thought, yeah, I don't think George can move like this, or George can move like this. When you're in the ring, it is a completely different story. As you know, every time you get in the ring, all your boxing skills, all your plan goes out the window. As soon as someone gets punched in the face, everything changes. So I know that I have got a skill set. I have got a fitness level that matches most, if not beyond. And my heart, my desire, my angel above me, there's no question about it that I'm leaving with that title. So yeah, that's my answer.
So last question.
I've not seen George hit really, you know, and I'm interested to see how he holds a shot. You know, I've seen, you know, the guys he's fought have fought the wrong fights over and over again in my mind. Wrong fights, no footwork, no movement. None of them punch well, and I think it's.
So you believe he ain't fought nobody?
No, he's got.
But it's good.
Last question: who is gonna be the fool on April the 1st?
No one's gonna be a fool. I'm not gonna come with that bullshit. No one's gonna be a fool. But I believe that I'm gonna walk out victorious.
Yeah, no. As I said, there's no fools here. We've both won. We've both won already. We're both headlining at the O2.
Good respect,
we've both won. So there's no losers here. This is going to be a gunman by assassination. This is gunman by assassination.
So you're going to knock him out?
I think he'd do well to get past 4 rounds. I think maybe 4 rounds.
Your prediction, George?
Like I said, to me, how I win is thing. I know I'm gonna win. So I'm coming to win. I'm coming to hurt him. I'm coming to knock him out like I do in every fight. If it doesn't happen, I'm still gonna win. So
we have an handshake, boys.
Yeah. Good luck, my friend.
Let's go.
All the best, mate. All the best.
All right,
See you there on
Take care.
April 1st.